Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Root Letter. Last episode, we were basically trying to interrogate Tanaka to get some more information about Aya, and maybe even just the high school and some other related people who are around him in the high school. But we failed 3 times in the last episode before getting the progression part that we needed to get. So now we need to convince him about how we knew he was from the high school, or how he knew of the Masaki, I believe. From Matsue? I need to use an inventory item, I think. Judging from it. Here? Nothing is showing off. No. No, that's not it. Let me think what I need to do. Tanaka doesn't seem to realize that the bulletin by the reception desk says he's a Matsue Oba High School alumnus. Oh, but I don't have... Do I have an item that can... or a talking point that says that he can... that he's from the high school? From Matsue? They had your staff profile on the wall by the reception desk. Damn it. I love how they parenthesized the damn it. Your profile clearly said you were an alumnus of Matsue Oba High School. What's wrong? Your hair looks loose? That's a bad look. Tanaka frantically puts his hand on his head. I heard you were the smartest kid in school. So what should I go on? The wig or the smart? Because those both of those kind of things show up already. Which one should I ask him about? Mr. Sato told me about Tanaka. So then it would be the smart, right? I heard from your teacher at Oba High School that you were the smartest kid there. Excuse me, my throat just needs to be cleared still. They called him Four Eyes, and he used to tutor a girl named Aya Femino. You remember her, don't you? Don't lie to me. I screwed up. He's upset now. He's a really proud guy, huh? So now what? I don't think we screwed up, unless we lost a live. I would have said that was a screw up if we lose the live on our own hand, but... What do we need to go on now? Change of plans, we should try to be humble. Well, I apologize. I was being rude. Huh? I want to apologize for being rude. I guess you really aren't the person I'm looking for. There's no way you were the smartest kid in school. That's not really acting humble. That's just tricking him to believe that, that he's not the kid that we're looking for. You're an ordinary guy, a little crass even. You can even possibly be the smartest kid in school. Tanaka seems upset. What's wrong? You're shaking. Wow, he's already angry. That's not exactly a face that would say nothing. Anyway, there's no way you were the smartest high school kid. Smart people carrying themselves with dignity. Smart people would carry themselves with dignity. Even if you meet them for the first time, you can tell if they're really smart. Hey, what's wrong? You're biting your lips. Are you feeling okay? I don't like these set of lines. They just feel weird. Oh. The acting's on point, but also it's so sad just to... I don't know. Normal people don't... Like, if you're smart, you would kind of carry yourself out by just telling them... I guess, no, it makes sense, because he probably is not sociable. Like, he's not socially aware of things. And that's probably why he acts the way he is right now. But even if he's smart, he's not smart enough to carry himself in a conversation or, like, in, like, what people are thinking, I guess. Like, he doesn't know that he's being tricked to really just tell the truth about himself. There's absolutely no way in the world that anyone ever thought you were the smartest. No, it's okay. You don't have to do that on my account.
Yeah.
He seems pretty upset. I should use max mode here. Max mode? Why? You're a goddamn fool! You're not who I've been looking for. You're a damn fool! Wow. This guy is pissed. Also, I love how the image changed on the investigation cycle, where he's found only 4 eyes, considering himself as one. Now, I'm looking for a guy who's wearing glasses and has thinning hair. A bead of sweat drops down Tanaka's face. I looked at his glistening head. His hair seems a bit off, somehow. I looked at his head again. That must be a wig. Oh my god. Are we gonna have to point out his wig situation? Come on. Nobody needs to. I reached my hand towards his head. Is he... The reason why I think he has thinning hair is because he's stressed out too much, I think. He has a lot of stress points that he's not able to overcome, at the very least, which is kind of depressing to see. Because people do stress out and then they lose hair, like, a lot. Which I feel sad that that's the effect of human body. Where, like, some people will have, like, problems of losing hair quickly because of that scenario. I was just going to wipe your sweat. Don't be mad. Oh my god. It's almost equivalent to the idea of, like, how Phoenix Wright does, like, the whole, like, emotional movement. It's just hilarious. Tanaka throws down his tie. I picked it up. Acquired Tanaka's tie. He seems upset. Can I say it? Oh my god, this is so depressing. You're wearing a wig. This is so stupid. The top of the head is getting on to its limit. I hate this so much. Why are we needing to point this out? This is not even the point. I feel like they just want us to be villains. This game is teaching me to be a villain. I just don't know why. Say what your heart tells you. No. Say what the top of your head tells you. Oh yeah, I thought he was gonna say something. My bad. It must be painful to hide it for so long. I bet you want to go back to who you really are. This guy has a really high range. I love it. It's kind of crazy too. He goes falsetto like really all the way up there. It's like really high up there. No, it's not. Your true self is underneath a mask and underneath that polyester. God damn it. This is hilarious though. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Even though I know we're being villains or being like vicious to the guy or ruthless to the guy. It's just the way he acts is just the way Tanaka acts just makes me laugh because it's like I know it's true to an emotion that works, but just I don't know, it just doesn't do it in a way that makes me feel serious or tensed up. It just makes me laugh, I guess. This is a turning point in your life.
Nanda!
You either forget the glory of being the genius of Matsue Oba High School and live your life wearing a mask, or you get back to your true self. Your choice.
そんな。私はどうしたら。
I should use max mode here too. Really? Is this really necessary to make him angrier? I'll be taking that. If you can't make up your mind, I can help you. I can peel off your mask.
うるさい
I knew it.
取ってやるよ取りゃいいんだろよく見やがれ
I'm so sorry. Tanaka, I am so sorry. I don't... Actually, I can't apologize because this is my character's doing, not me doing it. So, why the hell is my character such a douchebag? My character's such an asshole. What is this? This is so sad. Tanaka takes his wig off and throws it at me.
これでいいんだろどうだ
Live your life as who you really are, not the mask you've been wearing.
どいつもこいつもバカにしやがって
The smartest kid at Oba High School who works in the civil welfare consulting division at the Matsue City office and has thinning hair. All of these apply to you, and only you. You're the four eyes that I've been looking for.
そうですよあなたの探しているメガネは私ですだから何だと言うんですか
He finally admits that he's Four Eyes. Now we can talk about Aya. Really? So here? You must have a high school classmate named Aya Fumino. Is he now gonna give up and say it already? He still won't talk about Aya? He must have a big secret. In high school, you used to tutor a girl who was your classmate.
どうでしょういたかもしれませんしいなかったかもしれません
You're now playing a fool on me now, huh? Maybe you did, and maybe her name was Aya Fumino. She and I used to write letters to each other. She mentioned you in her letter. You really like cats, don't you?
残念ですね私は猫は好きではありません捨て猫の面倒を見ているのは仕事だからです
Don't give me that. You heard that cats were servants of the gods in ancient Egypt. That's why you started treating cats well.
私が猫好きだという証拠がありませんよ
I mean, literally, he just threw the tie at me, so... Your goddamn ties... this tie that you threw away, it's got a cat design. A guy who wears this tie takes care of abandoned cats. A guy who wears this tie takes care of abandoned cats and collect cat charms from Yaigaki's shrine must be a fan of cats.
わかりましたよ猫好きは認めますよ私が猫好きだからって何だと言うんですか
You're pathetic. You like cats, but you don't have a golden cat charm, and you're a small-town bureaucrat. Is that what you really want out of life?
どうして私が志と違う仕事をしていると言うんですか
How wouldn't anybody know? I mean, it's probably not paying you that much either, because I have hoped that Four Eyes was going to become some scientist, you know? She had high hopes for you, buddy. You graduated with a science and technology degree, and here you are, doing paperwork and taking care of cats.
誰だって希望の仕事ができるとは限らないでしょ私だって本来なら違う仕事がしたい
So what kind of job do you want?
役所が中心となり高齢者の住んでいる家をネットでつなぐんだ
Really? The elderly home connected to the internet with the city office as a hub? That's kind of weird. I think elderly people can handle themselves, I think. Older people can handle themselves pretty well, I thought.
高齢者に何かあったら救急や警察や介護がすぐに動けるような新しいシステムを作るんだ
Fair. It's a pie in the sky. What? Is that an idiom? I've never heard of that idiom much. That pie in the sky.
何ですかその言い方は
What's wrong is that you haven't done anything. Just thinking about it won't help anyone. I'll go for the throat using max mode again. Okay. What the hell? A dumbass with a... You have nothing going for you but book smarts. Oof. That's pretty sad. Tanaka's shaking. It's the same for the golden cat charm. You think you're a good cat person, but you can't, or you don't even have one. Pathetic.
持っていたんです。以前は持っていた。
How come you don't even... How come you don't have it then?
それは...
He couldn't take care of the cat, probably. He messed up and the cat might have died by accident. I don't think I have anything here. Yeah, I don't think I have anything in here. I think I need to think. One of Aya's letter had a story from about Four Eyes. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Oh, no. Inventory. Really? One of the letters, remember? Maybe? No, let me... Yeah, I guess I have to ask him about the present. A present for Aya? Maybe? You gave it to someone as a gift. That's it, isn't it?
Hi.
That charm is so precious to you, yet you gave it as a gift. That must have been someone really special.
プレゼントじゃないんです。そういうロマンチックなものじゃない。
That's sad. Why did you give it away then? He finally admitted she existed.
でも、あなたの考えているような感情とは違いますよ。そうじゃないんです。
Did you have feelings for her?
私は恐れていた。彼女は可愛くて優秀だった。どこへ行っても人気者になるタイプだ。それに比べて私は勉強だけです。
I mean, she admitted that you were smart. That's the reason why she went to you for help for any sort of like homework and stuff. And that's why she approached you for tutoring. Like, seriously, why is this guy admitting that he's such a weak person when he helped out somebody when they were in need?
それで金の猫のお守りがなくても大丈夫だと強がって見せたかったんです。
You wanted to impress her?
そうです。
Don't you want to know what she thought of you?
私は嫌われていたはずです。
Her letter says otherwise. She talked about you on her letter.
え？私のことが。
I mean, I said this before that she wrote about you in the letter. Didn't mean that it was hatred, really. Read this. If I recall, read this is probably like yomimasu. これは読みます. Maybe it might be これは読みます. I might be wrong. I hand the dragonfly stationery to Tanaka. He starts reading it.
こんにちは。
Oh, are we reading this
今日
again?
はクラスメイトのメガネくんについて書きます。
I can skip this because we already read it. I don't want to reread it again. Like, reminding us that doesn't really make us different.
こんな風に思っていたなんて。
You didn't have more to say? Okay, I guess. But yeah, if you haven't read the letter, one, pause and read. But two, we've read it in episode 4-ish, I think 4 or 5-ish is when we read the letter. So reread it if you want to reread it through that with the whole dialogue and everything. I'll leave that to the previous episodes doing. I think it's useless to reread it again because we can kind of go back to it if we choose to. Via video or via the reading of some sort, but I don't think it's necessary for us to reread it when we know what's on the letter already.
あの頃を思い出しますね。
Tanaka closes his eyes. Oh? A little bit of a cutscene. Oh.
ちょっとわからないところがあるの。勉強教えてもらえるかな。
もちろんいいですよ。
数学なんだ。
わあ、すごい勉強してますね。
そんなことないよ。この方程式なんだけど。
あ、 これは難しいですよね。X を移動させるとこうなりますよね。
ええ、そうだわ。
ほとんどの問題はその応用で解けるはずです。
田中くんすごい。やっぱり松江大場高校一の秀才だわ。
Oh. Oh. It looks like his younger version here. Oh, so then when we solve the investigation, they basically get reflected back into present day form and their younger form. The four eyes that she was talking about in this letter, was that you?
はい、そうです。
Investigation completo! Investigation completo! What was it? Oh man, I remember Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7 was like Nimbu Kandayo! There we go, that's the word that Ichiban kept saying after clearing a mission. In like, when he clears the mission in like saving someone from the... Well, it might be spoilers, but it's not that... Not much of a spoiler, but the part-time hero mechanic, at the end of like saving someone, essentially he says that a lot, so I got used to saying it now. Every time when I save someone, I'm like, Nimbu Kandayo! Just copy him before then. It's just hilarious. Anyways, she didn't look down on you or make fun of you. It wasn't the golden cat charm that she treasured. It was the time she spent studying with you.
私と勉強した時間が宝物だったなんて。
Now it looks like I can ask him. Really. Just beat him while he's down. I want to see Aya Femino. Please tell me where she is. I think he'll still say she's dead anyways. What's the matter? I hate this because this guy keeps thinking that she's still alive. She's dead. She's literally dead. But the reason why we're here is to figure out what happened to her, not so much as to asking her where she is, because people already acknowledge that she's dead. Not only like people who are involved, but people who are not involved with Aya or just knew of her somewhat already knew that she's dead. No matter what the time frame of her death was, it's just a matter of like how she died is what I'm curious about, and why did she die? And what happened to her house? Those are like the main mysteries for me in general. I don't really care if she's alive or not at the moment, because I don't think she is alive to begin with. Like we can only assume that much, that she's no longer with us, because of the fact that the last letter she gave to our character was like that, the way it is. Anyways, Four Eyes looks tense again. Oh my freaking god. Hey, you can't say that just now. You can't just say that.
本当にいないんです。
So, who wrote this letter then?
知りません。手紙は返します。
Tanaka hands the letter back to me. Tanaka puts his wig back on.
私はあなたの質問に正直に答えました。
I think he wasn't close enough with Aya to kind of know her that well, and that's why he knows her by name and knows her by looks, but he doesn't know her too personally, and that's why he doesn't know how to approach giving us any answers whatsoever, because that's what he is trying to point out, is that he was just the tutor for a little while, but not for long. And that she wasn't talking to him very closely, like we really know she has a best friend. Like, she has one BFF, and she has probably one more other person she talks to very closely beyond the BFF, and that's it. Everyone else is just kind of like, they have some sort of aspect of Aya, but doesn't know her that well, but they know of her. But they don't really know what to say about it, because they don't really know what truly went down. Maybe. That might be the case. My guess is that much. You gave me useless answers.
では、証拠を持ってきます。ここで少し待っていてください。
Oh, okay. I guess at least it's leading to something, at least. Tanaka goes back to the office. Man, that running animation sound. Give me a quick second. Let me check something, and then I'll get right back. Actually, no. I'll let this run first a little bit. This is so weird. He's completely opened up, but he clams up completely when it comes to Aya. What's going on? Tanaka comes back.
個人情報だから本当は見せてはいけないんですけど、こうなったら見せるしかありませんね。
Alright, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had to check to see if something... Like, the noise in the game is making me think it's noise out here, so it's, like, bothering me a little bit, where I hear creaking a little bit, but that's just, like, the minor, like, sound of creaking in the background in the game, I think. What could prove that Aya Fumino doesn't exist?
15年前の松江大場高校の名簿です。
Oh, from 15 years ago. I looked at the paper Tanaka handed to me. What is this hand? I just love how the hand looks like it's just grabbing Tanaka's head and his body.
名簿は50音順になっています。女子は1番が阿部冬美、2番が五十嵐カナ、3番が上野梨央となっていますよね。
Why does it start weirdly though? Right. It's in the order of Japanese characters. Alphabet. Oh, because, yeah, Japanese hiragana / katakana. I'm guessing it's hiragana. You don't have katakana in your name unless you're from some other country, but the alphabet goes from ka to ha to sa to... Yeah, so ri should be at the very bottom of the list usually, so that's usually what it is. Fu is technically on the ha family because fu is who in Japanese, but it's technically pronounced as fu because I guess they kind of... I think it sounds similar, and that's why Japanese language turns it into fu instead of who, which is unique, but I learned that through class when I was learning Japanese from that. But anyways.
文野綾がいるとすると、18番の羽田理子と19番の本間美穂の間のはずですよね。ほら、誰もいませんよね。わかりますよね。
Did she go by a different name? Oh, maybe he's not in the same class as her, right? That wouldn't make sense though, because there's no high school has just one class. Unless they were in the same class, then that would make sense. But I don't think Aya is actually from the same class as him. If this list is accurate, there's no Aya Fumino in that class. Aya Fumino's name isn't here. Can I have this?
ダメに決まっているでしょ。撮影もコピーもお断りですよ。
Oh, come on, really? Then how am I going to prove to other students that I need to talk to, or other past people we need to talk to make confirmation to them? Can I take a closer look? Tanaka takes the list away from me.
本物ですよ。ここに私の名前があるでしょ。
I can indeed see Kosuke and Tanaka.
嘘はついてませんよ。これで分かりましたよね。
It doesn't mean that it's gonna throw me off by that much, honestly. Tanaka, whatever Tanaka's doing right now, I think he's just trying to throw me off to make me feel like I shouldn't pursue it further. But in actuality, I'd rather pursue it further because these guys are lying still, I think. What is going on here? Who was sending me those letters? Can I even ask him more about it? Then who is this girl that I knew?
知りませんよ。
Tanaka's reaction isn't good. Really? So I should show him something else, isn't it? Maybe the picture? Then who is this in this picture? I show Aya's picture to Tanaka.
知りませんね。
You asshole, you know something, you ass. Something's fishy here.
あなたの調べている文野綾とはこの不法欄の女性ではないんですか？
Obituaries. Tanaka shows me a copy of a newspaper story. What's this? これ何ですか? It's an obituaries page. It says Aya Fumino, 18 years old, die of disease.
25年前の新聞記事です。文野綾という女子高生は病気で亡くなっているんですよね。わかりますよね。
No, I just feel like it's weird because it is true. Like, this is the second person to say that she died 25 years ago, but not 15 years ago. So something's off here. Very, very off here. I just feel like everyone's lying to me. Maybe the city's in on it. Or this town is in on it. I would not be surprised if the whole town is in on it and they just had to hide her. Or that the... You know what would be way scummier? The father paid everyone to lie about it. Oh, that would suck. Like, the father lied to everyone about how his daughter was, like, dead years prior to them meeting her in actuality. But it makes no sense because he acknowledged... Tanaka acknowledged that he met Aya and taught and tutored her. But yet, he's pretending like he doesn't see her at all. So I'm confused as all hell. I heard about her, but she's not the one I'm looking for.
あなたは誰かにからかわれたんですよね。だから実在しない女性を探すのはやめた方がいいと思うんですよね。
Tanaka, I'm gonna say this kindly. Go to hell. It's like, I don't care. Stop. Stop telling me not to look for the person when the person hasn't done anything like super. Like, I rather want the truth than not, you know? That's my own business. You know about the people who wrote this letter. Tell me the truth, damn it.
ありません。私は仕事があるんです。もう戻ります。
This guy. Wait, ちょっと待って. Can you show me the student list again? Tanaka shows me the list, hands me the list. If I can't make a copy, I'll transcribe it. I started writing the names on the list in the blank space of the guidebook. Number 1, Fuyumi Abe. Number 2, Kana Igarashi. Number 3, Ryo Ueno.
何をしているんですか。あ、書き写している。
This guy. Skip to number 18, Riko Hanade, and number 19, Miho Honma. I wrote number 1. I already wrote the names, didn't I? Why am I reading them again?
名簿を返してください。
Looks like I have to give it back.
もう帰ってください。
Well, I mean, transcribing is easier because you get to know the names, but it doesn't mean that you can prove anything, honestly. I don't think he'll talk to me anymore. Here's the golden cat charm. You can have it. I gave Tanaka the golden cat charm and left the city office. Acquired transcribed lists of names. Alrighty, well, I guess we got some kind of clue, sort of, but nothing solid just yet. A lot of liquidy, wet pieces of clues. I don't mean it literally, but hey, it kind of feels right to say so, I guess. I found 4 eyes from Aya's letter, but I didn't get any closer to finding Aya. Now what? Oh, chapter ended. Dragonfly stationary achievement unlocked.
Banana no Vincent.
Alright, here's the third person we need to meet up with. Does Aya not really exist? Who was I corresponding with? It sounds like somebody burped with their mouth closed. It just sounds like that. And now I'm getting hungry. I think better on a full stomach anyway. Alright, cool. I think this is a good spot to end it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Great timing to ending the chapter, at least, for this episode. I actually appreciate the fact that we managed to finish the chapter at the end of this episode, so that's great. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Weeknight or whenever watching this. So far, I think Root Letter is starting to become interesting. Like, Root Letter is pretty interesting, I think, to some degree. Though there's some quality checks that could be better, but it's like, I understand that it's trying its best to do something different that they haven't done themselves before. But I think the writing is a little weak, I would still admit, a little bit. Because it's kind of strange to just start turning things around and like making weird things, I guess. I don't know, some things just feel kind of plot convenient. In a weird way. Like the fact that Tanaka just pretends like he didn't really truly know Aya when we already saw graphics, and him acknowledging that the letters were a thing and he acknowledged his feelings with Aya, but then who is the person he talked to? That makes no sense at all, the way they just turned him around and made him do things. It just didn't make any sense at all to begin with. So I think that's like iffy writing if that's the case. If anything, he could have just been like, I remember this person, but I don't think I know if it's the same person you're thinking of. That would have been a much more better like feeling. And he can prove, and then he can still present the evidence of like the class list and the newspaper thing. But he could have just left it on like, instead of saying I don't know Aya Firmino, it could have been more like, I don't know if the lady you're speaking of from this letter is the same person that you're looking for, but if anything, it might be, I'm not so sure about anything, and I might not be clear about everything. So please, just leave me be, because I have no clue what the hell, like, who the hell you're really truly looking for, because that's the case of what it is. But also, the character also, like, even if he's represented as smart, he doesn't really act smart. He acts nerdy, obviously, very geeky, but he doesn't act like he is smart, or he doesn't think or say things like he's smart. So that's the weird thing, I think, on the writing for him, is a little weak of that sort. But I do like the voice acting. I like the fact that the voice acting was really on point to show and prove that sort of geeky nature of himself. Like, he's weak, but he's highly emotional weak. Like, his EQ is the worst, but his IQ is like the better side of things. But anyways, point is, that's it for this episode. Next episode, let's see where we're heading off to. I'm guessing we're going to Kimanari-an, I think, the restaurant that we ate last time in the second episode. So we'll probably get to that in the next episode, potentially. Or maybe it might be in a different restaurant in this next episode. Otherwise, that's it for this episode. So, Roz, out.